Yo, and good, beautiful fucking morning, everyone. Love and absolute fucking awareness to absolutely fucking everyone. Big shout out to our latest subscriber, Chris was one. Chris, give yourself a fucking love and a fucking hug. Break the conditioning and programming that you received as a perfect, beautiful, innocent child. There's two ways out of your conditioning. One is meditation. Osho meditation is what happened to me, and then I was able to fucking love myself. There are only two paths to the truth. Chris was number one. Wishing you're absolutely fucking fantastic. Thank you very greatly for joining us. Rory from Strength NIA sent a comment. Rory, thank you very greatly for your comment. The comment simply said, "Down with imperialism." I don't know whether that was a suggestion for a video or what. Yeah, down with it. What the hell is imperialism? Yeah, I often wonder when I hear that phrase, "down with imperialism." Maybe it comes from empire, imperialism. Yeah, fucking down with them anyway. Yeah, it's just part of the nature of the mind, because the mind is insane, and we are continuously. The majority of human beings are continuously unconscious, always never present, mostly daydreaming, not present, and simply conditioned and programmed to seek out many things. Like a lot of the things that we seek in life is coming out of our fear and insecurity, which is part of the programming that society gives us. Yeah, a lot of these imperialism things, it basically comes out of insecurity. People are insecure, groups are insecure, countries are insecure, nations are insecure, and then therefore then they attack other nations, other peoples, and the root of it is insecurity. Eckhart Tolle. He describes it really fantastically beautiful in one of his books. Might be The Power of Now. I think it is The Power of Now. Yeah, I was watching George Galloway on YouTube earlier. He was talking about the Epstein files, and yeah, he was claiming on his channel that not only is there pedophilia with Donald Trump and everyone else, but also murder and eating of children, cannibalism, which is really interesting, because I said in a previous video a history of the Jews, and obviously Epstein is deeply connected with the Jewish peoples, the Israeli state. And I was talking in a previous video entitled A History of the Jews, which is in, I think, the playlist Autobiography of a Beautiful Madman, something like that. Yeah, I talked about how I researched demonology and black magic when I was a young guy, and I kept coming across the statements many times in many books, how the Jewish people had been chased from nation to nation, country to country, and it was always mentioned there that they were chased because of practicing the dark arts, and that also involved sacrificing other people's children, eating them. So it's really interesting that now this cannibalism thing has come up. Certainly George Galloway was saying, he was talking about the Epstein files that have been released so far. I haven't seen anything else. I haven't really had a look at what's been released. but I follow this really, really incredible human being. It's not for everyone. On YouTube, it's Lady Babylon, and he did a video. I'm still watching it. Entitled "Genocidal Traffickers," and he brings up one of the Epstein letters, and he reads it on the channel, and it's really quite disturbing. I'm not surprised at all, but I thoroughly recommend anyone who's interested to check this out. Lady Babylon. He's a bit difficult to. It might be difficult for people to watch because he's definitely beautifully different. He kind of whips himself and stuff, but I fucking love him. Absolutely beautiful. He's possibly one. It's possible that he is one of the best sources on the planet for interpretation of the scriptures, the Christian scriptures. But he's a really, really incredibly interesting human being, and he brings up one of the Epstein papers, and he reads it, and there's stuff in there about children and Donald Trump and a few others. Thoroughly recommend checking this out. His energy is absolutely extraordinary. Absolutely love the guy. But yeah, interesting what George Galloway was stating about the cannibalism thing, and yeah, I would love to get. I might send Amon, the guy who does Lady Babylon. I might send him a message actually, because I have come across, like I said many times, about the people known as the Jews, the Israelis, and how they were into, or how I read many times in many different books, how they were chased from country to country practicing black magic, dark arts, and cannibalism, sacrificing other people's children. So I would like to, I'm sure he knows a bit about that. I would like to send him, I might send him a message, seeing if he'll do a little video about it. Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah. Oh yeah, I had an offer this morning from eBay about one of the Chinese locks. Somebody sent me an offer of 16 quid, waiting on him getting back to me. And there's still problems with the Vinted postage to do with Royal Mail. Just got another notification from Vinted telling me that I had 48 hours to respond, and then when I tried to respond, it wouldn't allow me. So a bit of a fucking fuck up, really. Let's hope that they can sort this postage thing out. Yeah. Okie dokie. So yeah. Anyway, really big thank you to Chris Was One, my latest subscriber, our latest subscriber. Absolutely fucking welcome, Chris. And Rory, Strength NIA, thank you very much for your comment. Down with imperialism. Yeah, it's like I say, it's the root of it is insecurity. Absolutely, and it comes from the individual. If you're insecure with yourself, then you simply you find that you're in then a group of insecurity, i.e. Being in a country that is insecure. If the majority of human beings are insecure, then they basically that's why they try and, they kill, they go to war, and they even say crazy things like it's for peace. It's extraordinary, but the root is insecurity. Absolutely fucking extraordinary. So it's really down to the individual. We are not part of a group. If you lose your individuality, then you are part of a group, and then you're influenced unconsciously. It's quite extraordinary. Like millions of people are completely unconscious and simply just programmed to react. Yeah, so it's down to the individual. And the only way out of that is meditation. That's the only way out of it, is meditation, so that you can then see the roots of the mind, the roots of your actions, the roots of the ego. And once you see that, then you shine the light of consciousness within yourself, and then you take responsibility for your own life. Without that, you don't take responsibility for your own life. You're just simply going through life, and all the decisions that you're making are coming out of the programming and conditioning, which has got absolutely nothing to do with you. It's absolutely fucking extraordinary. It's just that's how it is. That's the state of affairs of human beings. It's absolutely really, really incredible. Um, and apparently, like George Ivanovich Gurdjieff says, who was an enlightened master, uh, he says that something like 87 or 97% of the population are mechanical at all times, because they're just compost for the earth. It's quite extraordinary. If you ever get the opportunity to read Gurdjieff, his intake is, his insight is absolutely fucking incredible, absolutely extraordinary. So that's why it's so important to be in the minority on the planet, really is. And I can't recommend enough getting into meditation, or at least if you go to Osho World, oshoworld.com, all of the discourses were recorded of Osho talking. I recommend having a look, having a listen, and the seed will either drop for you or it won't. But before you die, I genuinely recommend checking out Osho or any enlightened human being, and getting into meditation. It's the most important thing that can happen to a human being. Otherwise, you just live your whole life unconsciously, bringing children onto the planet, and you just die unconsciously, and then you just come back again. It's absolutely fucking extraordinary. Really, really big love and absolute fucking awareness to absolute fucking everyone. Love and awareness. Ciao, beautiful human beings.